going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 22 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to go over the best free 95 overall free agent cards for you guys to pick. We'll show you how to get this free fantasy pack and then go over every card that's in that pack and give you the best options for the cards to pick from. Now, if you guys enjoy this video, if you like it, if it helps you out, do me a favor, help me out. Make sure you go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Shows a lot of support on the channel, helps the videos get noticed. And also, if you're brand new here, you've been searching around YouTube for MUT 22 content, whether it's how to build your ultimate team or how to get free cards, you found the right channel. Stay a while, click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. Let's get right on into it. Of course, we're going to start with how to get this free fantasy pack. So all you have to do is play solo challenges. I highly recommend doing this because you can rank up very easily. They're 5-star solos. If we go into the free agency section of our solo challenges, here they are, and there's a bunch of them, 145 total stars from these solos. You don't need all 145, but they are 5-star solos, which is great for leveling up, great for increasing your XP and your MUT level. And there's one solo for each player that's in this promo. Now, if you take a look at the milestone rewards, at tiers 1, 2, and 3, you're going to earn some coins, but at tier 4, this is where you're going to get that 95 overall NCAT free agent fantasy pack. This is what you want, 100 stars. It shouldn't take too much time. Again, with the 5-star solos, it's worth the time. Even if you're going to quick sell this card for training, you can do that as well if you don't like any of these cards. So let's go ahead and jump into all of the cards and tell you which ones are the best. And I want to start out with right guard Brandon Scherff. And the reason I want to start out with this card, well, there's two reasons. Number one, this is probably the best card. I'll be honest, we're not going to save the best for last. We're going to get it out of the way and tell you this card is probably going to be worth your free fantasy pick up if you don't have a right guard. If you do, maybe you're not going to want to go that route, and I totally understand that. But I want you to notice the team chemistries. This is a free agent promo, and what that means is that all of these players obviously are free agents. If they sign with a new team, they're going to get dual chem, and you'll see that with this Brandon Scherff card. He has the Washington chem, and he has the Jags chem. So he signed with the Jags, used to play for Washington. He gets hybrid chems, basically. When it comes to the other cards, right, I think the rest of them don't have a second chem on them. They're all with their original team. When they sign for a new team, they'll get dual chems like this. If they re-sign with the existing team that they stayed with, they'll get ×2 chemistry. And we actually have an example of that as we go on here. But let's talk about this Scherff card. So he's a right guard, as we mentioned earlier. 95 strength, 94 awareness, 98 pass block. Very good if you like to pass the ball a lot. And then 94 run block. Those are the 4 things that we're looking at on offensive linemen. We love, picking cards like this from free fantasy packs. It's a great opportunity to build the offensive and defensive line, save yourself some coins, use those coins on the high cost skill position cards. So this is a great pickup, a great right guard in the game, probably top 3, and you can get him for free, and he's pretty inexpensive if you want to buy him. The next one, and this is going to be kind of the theme of this entire fantasy pack, the next one is Allen Robinson, and he's too slow, just like a lot of these cards. Only 93 speed, 6'2". I mean, it gives you some decent height. If he was taller in this speed, then maybe we could think about it. He also has the worst archetype of all wide receivers, the physical archetype. I believe he'll still get deep out elite for 1 AP, which is, a good thing there. But again, he's not running past anybody at this point in the year. 94 catch in traffic. The short route running's at 93, mid at 91, and you got to power him up even to get all 3 route runnings in the 90s. With that deep route running only being 89. So this is a pass for me, and it should be for you. Harold Landry, notice his team chem. He has ×2 with Titans. That means he was a free agent, and he re-signed with the Titans. So instead of getting the hybrid chems for 2 different teams, he just gets ×2 for the team that's on the card. Initially, I didn't think this card was very good. He had an LTD earlier in the year that was really good. One of the best cards at his position at right outside linebacker. And I don't think they bumped up his speed enough, but it still ranks as like a top 10 as far as speed goes outside linebacker. in the game. So if you need a pass rusher, even if you want depth at the pass rush, positions on your roster, this is a good pickup. 92 speed, he gives you 94 tackle, 95 finesse move is really good, 89 block shed. I wish that was 90. I would recommend powering this card up so you can get him to 90 block shed, and then the power move is very, very low at 81, but I think he is a good speed rusher. That's the archetype that they gave him. Just power him up to get that block shed into the 90s. Emmanuel Ogbah, way too slow, and not only that, like, he's got 87 speed. I understand he's a power rusher archetype, and I can live with that if his power move and his block shed were both in the 90s. This is where I have a problem with this card. He's slow, he gives you good power move at 95, but the block shed only at 87, it's a no-go for me. The finesse move, we can't expect that to be high with this card. Power rusher archetype, it is what it is there, but we at least need 89 block shed to power him up and get that to the 90 if we're gonna, deal with this 87 speed. He has ×2 Dolphins chem. He re-signed with the Dolphins, just want to point that out. And don't feel like you have to be pressured to power up any of these cards. If you want to get attributes above 90, you can do so, but you can also use these cards as is. Marcus Mariota is the lone quarterback of the bunch. He is like outside the top 15 QBs when it comes to speed with the 93 speed. Scrambler archetype, he can get Escape Artist, so it's 9 ability points. You don't have to power him up to get Escape Artist. He cannot get Gunslinger, so he would have needed 95 throw power. He's got 94. Obviously, the power-up would get it to 95, but he would have to be a 97 overall. The power-up's only going to get him to a 96 as a Scrambler archetype. So 93 speed, short throw at 91, mid at 92, deep at 92. He's got 94 throw power. If you like to run around with your QB, not a bad pickup. If you desperately need a QB, not a bad pickup. But I think there's much cheaper and expensive options out there just for you to spend your coin on rather than take this card. Melvin Gordon, running back, 94 speed, too slow. He doesn't even give you like the double-double with the break tackle and trucking. 86 trucking, 95 break tackle. We would like to see both of those in the 90s. He doesn't have good catching, only 79 catching. He does have the spin move and the juke move, which isn't bad, but again, 94 speed. Just feels like this is another card that's left behind when it comes to the meta. If you want a backup running back, with fatigue setting in and whatnot, not a bad idea to pick him up for that situation, but he's not like, he shouldn't be your halfback number one. Carlton Davis. Boy, do I wish this card was a little bit faster, because if so, then it would be solid. Typically, EA gives us like short cornerbacks when it comes to free options, and the fact that he's 6'1" absolutely helps out. But I said it a while ago, I'll say it again. The theme of these cards is the lack of speed. It really hurts them. 93 speed, when we're seeing some of the top corners in the game have 96, 97, 95 even. With 93, he's just too slow. He's not going to be able to keep up with the other top tier wide receivers in the game. He does have 95 press and 95 man. If you like to run a lot of man coverage, he might be pretty good, especially for depth, like if you're running some dollar and dime formations and you need all 5 CBs on the field at any given time. 91 zone isn't terrible. It's not great either. 90 agility is a little bit low. All in all, this card would be so much better if he was like at least 95 speed. He'd probably be a recommendation for you guys. And then the last card isn't too bad. Leighton Vander Esch. I killed his name there, but who cares? He played for the Cowboys. I don't think he's going to re-sign there, but I'm unsure on that one. This card could have been worse, right? 92 speed isn't terrible for his position. Middle linebacker, field general archetype. He will get lurker for 1 AP. He's kind of like just super balanced, but nothing stands out. Like solid speed. 85 zone isn't terrible for his position. 87 hit power isn't awful. It could be way better. He gives you 87 block shed, which is pretty good against the run. 96 tackle, very, very good. He just does a lot of things well and nothing amazing other than the 96 tackle. But you have 4 spots for middle linebacker on your MUT roster. I wouldn't be mad at you if you use this as one of your picks. But at the end of the day, that Brandon Scherff is definitely the best card to go with out of the bunch that we're picking from. And that's going to wrap it up. Down below in the comments section, let me know who you guys are picking up from your free fantasy pack. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully this video helped out. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.